Hello, lovely viewers. I welcome you once again to another edition of the Rising Youth Talk Show with me, Tete Mante Albert, your host. You can call me Grandpa anytime, and I will respond to you. Don't forget, this show is brought to you by the Oils Fast Food, Catering Bespoke, Kaki Graphy, and Party Dog Beauty Salon. Today on the show, I'm bringing you a wonderful conversation from a wonderful man, a father, and a mentor because he's done a lot in terms of ministry, in terms of education, and a whole lot. But we're here to get to know him more. Let him give out his motivational message to the youth out there. Let's look at his step and also rise up to the occasion. With me here is Mr. or Pastor Shadrach King Kwabla. Pastor Shadrach, you're welcome
Thank you very much.
to the Rising Interaction Show.
Thank you.
We are honored to have you.
It's a pleasure.
What should my viewers expect today? We have you here.
Yeah, just have expect an interesting time.
An interesting
Yeah.
time. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So expect an interesting time with a huge motivation from um, our youth personality of the week. So let's get into the conversation. Pastor King Kwabla, someone who will say, okay, I know Pastor Kwabla, I know Pastor Shadrach. We hear your music. We hear who is Pastor Shadrach?
All right. Um, Pastor Shadrach is the first um, son of the parents, and I have my other siblings also over there. And, born in Tema Newtown, but I come from Water region.
Rotary.
Yeah, Jericho to be precise. Yeah. I've been here throughout my life, Tema Newtown. I believe in Tema Newtown, seriously. To the extent that people think I'm a gun.
A guy,
But
okay.
I'm not.
I believe you
Yeah.
have a guy name.
I used to. I used to. I remember those days when I was staying in you.
Okay.
Using that name, but for so many years now.
So many years.
Yeah. So that is it. And I started school from Naval Base, right from class 1 to JHS.
Wow.
Completed over there. We were the second batch, but when it comes to the JHS, we were the third.
First batch.
When the first batch started, Naval Base wasn't having JHS 3 by then, so we were the second batch of the Naval Base, and I went to Accra Academy. Yeah, yeah, right in school. I was into music. Yeah, I was in the school group known as Archery Singers. It was made up of boys.
Boys.
For sure. And by the grace of God, we're having invite, going outside, having exposure. So from there, the passion to sing, yeah, I got it from that place. Because already before I went to the school, I was a drummer.
Okay.
Yeah, at the age of 3, I started drumming. Nobody taught me how to drum.
It was like a
Yes,
a
a
talent
talent.
that you
Sure,
have.
it's a talent.
Okay.
At the age of 3, I was drumming because we were staying in you. So you have to go when
You
we're
have
on
to be-
vacation like this. We just go to the seashore, just go and pick some containers. Bang, 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 bang. We are hitting them.
Okay.
As if we are.
You create your own drums.
Sure, we are playing. And from there at church, when I go to church, my parents take me to church. That is one thing that my parents did for me that has really helped me. They
Okay.
never left me home for once. Every day they were taking me to church. And when I go to church too, I'll go by the drums. And there was one man, may he so rest in peace, Mr. Yimano Shamo. He always gave me an opportunity. Leave him, let him play, leave him. And he's coaching, guiding me through that. I was developing. So I was drumming for the church until I left the school, and we made up of boys, and there too I was drumming. But you know that when I went there, I met other drummers. Who were way ahead of me. So I didn't say that if that be the case, then let me withdraw. I said, I'm part of the choir. So if there somebody is drumming, let me also be singing as well. It's part of.
Oh, okay. So that made you shift from drumming to singing.
Yeah, I didn't shift per se. I added the singing.
Added the singing
Yeah.
to it.
Added the singing.
Okay.
I added the singing to it.
But then you had a lot of people who were playing the instrument and all that.
Yes.
How did you fit in? By singing, or you have to just let go of the instrument?
What I did was somebody would have given up. Looking at them, I'll use them in quote like the stars over there.
Okay.
I get it because Accra is a big school. It's people come from different places,
Angles.
so the skills were there. People who know how to play. So it's one, you have to learn from them, other secondly, too, you wouldn't say because they are there you
You
stop
wouldn't
drumming.
have to do what you need
Sure,
to do.
I'm part of the team. So if I'm not getting the opportunity to drum and I can sing, then let me go and
I
sing.
don't sing.
I get it. My if I would take it back, right in JHS, right in JHS, I remembered I joined the school choir, but it's a choir where and I remember one day our choir master, thank God he did that to me anyway.
Okay.
He told me, he walked me out, he sacked me from the presence of the choristers. He said, I'm not good.
Wow.
I'm not good in soprano. I'm not good in alto. I'm not good in tenor. I'm not good in bass. Walk out. And he sacked me.
Because he couldn't find your key anyway, or
He said
find
I
your
wasn't good. But then I don't know much about music. But he
music.
said
Okay.
I wasn't good. But I thought he could have built me
Build
up.
you up.
He could have helped. But for you to say that I wasn't good and you specify all the parts that I can't fit into
Into
it, that
any.
means that you don't even want me
You already gave up
there.
on you.
Sure, you don't want me there at all. So I walked out. But you see, I didn't allow that thing to affect me. Because there are many people, when you tell them this, they will never bounce back. They will have at the back of their minds that they've been told they are not good, so they will not try at all.
Psychologically, it's even
So you see, a drama went to school and you can't find a you can't be part of the dramas or the instrumentalists. What to make you to sing when your JHS teacher have told you that
you
you, are
can't
not, you
sing.
can't sing? So you see that I encourage myself, I motivated myself. I said, no, let me forget about that one. And I focus there. So there I started singing, and like you asked the question, so how did I fit in?
Fit into
I
it,
allowed
yes.
those who were playing and were better than me to play. Moreover, to when you enter the secondary school system, when seniors are there, who are you junior?
Yes, yes, yes,
It's
yes.
only in some
In those
few
times you
cases.
can't.
Sure, in those cases, those times too, but in the old system too
It
were there.
was very strong.
I get it. The whole system was in session. So they were very strong. You have from Form 1, Form 5, lower 6, upper
Upper
6.
six.
And even I entered SS1. There were SS2s, SS2s, and
Yes.
SS3s. So you can't easily fit in.
Fit
So
into.
I was understudying them until my time came. Because they were moving out. So when I was there, I wasn't wasting my time and I wasn't marking time.
You were
But I said,
preparing.
sure, I was connected to something else. I was singing. I was singing. And most of the times, once in a while, when you go to the evening services, I normally get
Okay.
my other opportunity to
Opportunity
drum.
to.
But when you have a school band and they go to places, that one, you can't fit
Fit
into it. And
into.
before we have the outreach choir I'm talking about, I get to have people who are skilled, they can play that one together. So you have to be among the singers. So we're singing, going to places. It really helped me. So as you got to a time, I became a lead singer, and I was doing this and I was doing that alongside. So yeah, when I left school, I have to go to the Bible school. But I realized the passion to serve God became stronger. Sure, became stronger. So I entered the Bible school. I went to Full Gospel Bible College. Yeah, went to Full Gospel Bible College. Now it's not Full Gospel Institute. Yeah, it's
Well,
affiliated.
was your entrance into the Bible school a motivation from somewhere, or just the same start into ministry, music, and all that? Was
Okay,
it picked from there, or someone's motivation made
no,
you
it picked from there. You
from
realize,
there? Okay.
fine, it picked from there. Now, when I completed school, between the time of completion of school and going to Bible school, what I did was I see when you are waiting for results, most of us wouldn't like to sit home idle.
You have
Others
to
will say that
work,
I've gone to school, I'm tired, I want to
do
rest.
something.
But with me, my father is into education,
Education.
so he had to connect me quickly. So with learning with the children, or teaching the children, I had the passion. And anytime I'm teaching them, once in a while I teach them songs, and I could see the excitement on their
On their
face, the joy.
faces.
Today, some few people can call me and refer me that
This
thing has
time,
started. It has
still,
made them musicians today,
wow.
and they are happy about it. So when I saw that passion, and I love to counsel people, I love to pour out what I have in me. So I realized, and I had a feeling, I had a strong feeling, or God would like me to
To
work
be in
for
that
Him. Sure.
aspect.
So when I mentioned it to my parents, they were really surprised, because to them they saw this thing long ago.
Okay.
My mom and my dad, God bless them. They didn't just feed me, they didn't just take me to school. They were praying for me, they were imparting into me, they were taking me along to everywhere they were going. Not even one day they left me at home. They were building me up. Along the road, one have to go astray anyway, go
Anyway,
wayward. But
I mean, as
but
you're growing up,
sure,
definitely certain
sure.
things of
You
that
want to
nature
you want to
might.
yeah, when you're exposed, you want to try certain things on your own to see
Yes,
how life is. But we wait there to no, this life is not
it's
better.
not.
This one is then we switch back. So after then that place I went to Bible school. But before then, when I was teaching and this passion came, I started a non-denominational music ministry
Ministry.
known as Voices of the End
Yeah, I
Time.
was going to come there because, I mean, Voices of the End Time, which is voted,
Yeah,
voted has gone that far into some international platforms, and
yeah.
I was going to come into it. You were then discouraged to see you couldn't fit into
The school
the
choir.
school choir to even drum for them. Then all of a sudden, boom, voted. You have this music group. How did you put them together?
What happened was, like I said, when I started teaching the children, I I developed passion for the young ones, and I also developed the attitude of pouring into people what I know. I'm the
Okay.
type I don't want to keep what I know. I want to give it
You,
out. So because of that, I say no. If I can sing, and the young ones I'm teaching, they also love to sing. Why don't I gather
put them
some group of
together.
people and
I
start
mean, it started
teaching
from
them?
the school.
Sure, it started from school.
Okay.
All right. Actually, when I went to St. Michael, I also taught in about this for some short period. Yeah, I taught in our base, and around that time too, I was going to schools for evangelism. Around those school, all the schools in Tamanita by then. Now we have a lot of private schools. But by then we have more government schools. And then I went to every school to the extent I was going outside Tamanita towns, going far to Accra, Water region to go and preach. So one of the days I went to one Never Base. When I went to Never Base, by then um, I had plan of starting this music group, and some group of people to also have the same thing. They had me in mind. I said, "Oh, then let's do it together." So I went to Never Base. When I went to Never Base, after preaching, I told them that I have a vision, I have a dream of raising young musicians. So if you are interested, so I spoke with authorities, and they gave me the go ahead. So I wrote names. I had 25 names, and that was Wednesday. And I told them Saturday we'll be meeting at our rehearsal premises in Michael by then. So 25 people wrote their name, and 18 of them came.
Wow, that's a plus.
Sure, 18 came. They responded
That's
to
a
the rehearsals,
plus.
and we started. And that was how God.
That,
Yeah,
that has, but we'll come to that because I think that has led to a music, I mean, single, or it's not a single, yeah, a music album now.
it's a medley.
A
Ever
medley
medley.
rather. Okay, so a medley now out. We'll come to that to talk about that
Yeah.
medley. But let's come to education, as in you being a teacher or an educationist, taking up from that. How has the experience been like handling school, handling business in terms of education? How has it been like with you? Combining it with ministry as well.
Fine. Actually, it has been a blessing. I will use the word because one, if you don't have passion for something, no matter what you put into it, you don't enjoy it.
Enjoy it. So
But
passion
once,
comes
sure,
first.
so the passion was there. I just want to know. I just love to be around young people. I want to. Somebody told me last time. He said, mingling with the young ones is even making people to know
Know
that
that
you
you are
are
young.
growing.
You can grow.
I get it.
You are no
And
more growing.
sure, no, I love it that way. I love to be around them. So it has been a blessing being around
The
to
young
see the
ones.
young ones to teach. And initially, I thought it would be very difficult combining school and pastoral work. As because they are talking about school, they are talking about pastoral work, church, and a group and other things like it. But you see, God has been faithful. He has just given me the grace just to handle it. I've been doing this school thing. We've been here, my dad is the director, and I'm assisting him as his deputy. I've been here for the past 15 years. And we're doing it, and it's just fun, and I enjoy doing it. And it has to do with impacting people because I keep telling the students, I am not here only as a teacher. I'm here as a father. I'm here as a pastor. I'm here as a teacher as well. So you see where I'm coming from. Sure, so I don't just come in as a teacher. I come in as a pastor, and I come in as a father, and by so doing, I have a lot. party. Before he came in, I was just addressing the form grades. Wow. I was talking to him about some things. He said they are preparing them for examinations. So after working on one or two papers, there were some things I saw. I took note of them. I was talking to them about it so that they can build up and become better. So it has been a good experience.
With ministry, lately the youth of today are kind of rushing into being pastors, being in music, and ministry and all sorts of. But would you say that the pickup as youth being into it is good, or that there has been a rush of sort of? Because it looks like now we have a chunk of the youth instead of following certain arts. I'm not saying following ministry isn't good, but you see that youth that are supposed to work to boost up the economy are all chasing ministry. Would you say it's on the right direction?
It's not the wrong thing because Bible said that he chooses the work of a bishop. I'm choosing a good thing. The work is a work. Because most times people commit mistakes thinking that ministry is soft because you are working with people. It's work. It's work. You are talking about doctors, you are talking about lawyers, you are talking about teachers, engineers coming together, and you are spiritually leading them. At times physically. This is a spiritual and physical leading. So it's not a how do you call it? Like it's not as if it's just a mere thing, but it's a real work. It's very tedious. I'm telling you, handling ministry is very tedious. The point of young people entering to it, I see that it's a good thing because we are living in a world that the target, and when you check, the many people who are ruling today, they are young people. Cristiano Ronaldo,
Young,
Leonard Messi,
yeah,
Neymar, Mbappe, and the rest. They are young guys, and they are ruling in their domain. They are dominating. So we can't say that this young man should wait and hit their 30s and 40s before they start what they can do. I get it. Everybody now is targeted. There's a saying that catch them young and they shall be yours forever. So when you catch them at a particular time, I think it's good. But what matters is that they need to train themselves. They need to go to school. They need to educate themselves. And when you are a starter like this, I wouldn't encourage you to go to full time. When you're a starter, I would encourage you to do something that sure. So most of the people they are working. Sorry, they are working and they are in ministry. So they are not solely relying on what ministry. When it happens like that, you'll be stranded because ministry is expensive. Ministry costs a lot. So you need to work. If you don't work, maybe let to do certain things you're not supposed to do. So you need to go. You need to be working. I'm not saying that it's compulsory, but when you are a starter like that, you don't have anybody to push you up. You need to be doing something to be helping yourself. Because with me, when I started ministry, I told myself I wouldn't work. I want to focus on it.
Someone will say because dad, mom, they are all established, so perhaps if you don't work, if you have
No. That's not it. It gets to a time you have to take care of yourself. Dad will not take care of you forever. Mom will not take care of you.
but the foundation is there.
The foundation is there, but it's a business to take care of other things, not you alone. And you are not only the you are not only the only a child. Okay, there are other children as well. So you must also work because now I'm married. I can't say that I'm into ministry. I'll not work there. I'll be dependent on my parents to feed me. No, it can't work. I get it. When I started working, I realized no, it is good. Because when it happens, it makes you responsible. It makes you plan. It makes you to think how you can do certain things for yourself without depending on others, on depending on anybody to do them. So, as a young minister, working and doing the ministry, I think is good. I get it. Yeah.
Well, what are some of these challenges that comes with combining ministry and school? Having to deal with these children here and there with their issues and cases. Church, I believe people have family issues that they have to run to you.
Sure.
How? Sure. What has been a challenge? How has it been?
You must have a big heart. If you don't have a big heart, you can't do the work. Because working on people is very difficult. Human beings are very difficult, very delicate. I get it. Sure, seriously, when you are working with people, it's very serious. But the point is that you have to develop capacity. I get it. You have to be ready for them. Because ministry is if you are not ready, don't try it. Don't rush into it. Let me I wanted to say something when you asked the question before. Okay, this one came in. Now, you see, you're talking about some of them are rushing to ministry. It's true. People need not to rush. For the fact that you have gone to Bible school, have biblical knowledge, you can quote one or two scriptures, that's giving the opportunity to enter into ministry like that. No, you need to go through the process. You need to understudy somebody. You have to be trained. When I completed Bible school, it took me 12 years because before I was commissioned.
12 years.
12 years.
Serving under someone.
It took me 12 years before I was commissioned. Somebody would have said that I'm going to Bible school, I can't wait, I can preach, I can pray, I can do this.
Just
I'm leaving the
separate
church
and then go from.
There were a lot of people who were telling me, move, start something, move, start. I said, no, God have not said so. I'm a type, I don't just do things. When I hear in my spirit before I act. So I was there 12 solid years before.
Is it with patience or with the timing you waiting?
Initially, it was with patience. Got to a place, I was grumbling. I was murmuring and complaining. But I have to go to God in prayer. I say, God, what is happening? Is it your will for me to stay or I should move? God says stays. God says stay. So because of that, when God is instructing me to stay, I stop murmuring, stop complaining. I was there. And at the time, I wasn't expecting it. I just had a call, later you have a commission.
Okay.
Just like that.
Are you then married?
I was married.
And for the 12 years you have to serve.
Sure. I wasn't married when I completed Bible school.
Okay.
Sure. But at my commission, I was married. Yeah.
Lovely viewers, the conversation is getting wild and interesting. And I believe today a lot of our young folks who are running into ministry will be able to have a change of mind and heart and wait and be patient for their time and calling. But don't forget that this show is brought to you by Oyers Fast Food, Catering Bespoke, Party Dog Beauty Salon, and that of Kaki Graphy inside Tema. We're coming to our guest again, Mr. Shadrach. Today in our dispensation, a lot of the youth are saying government have disappointed them, perhaps government past and government currently. Most youth are crying. What do you think the youth are doing different, which perhaps in your time you wouldn't? I mean, in those days, people you don't see youth complain because it's just right after, even excess, you have to rush go do something for yourself. But today, everybody's kind of dependent on the government. What do you think is wrong here?
Right.
Or what do you think the youth aren't doing right that is making them for so much or feel disappointed by government?
Okay. I'm saying you that some of them, not all of them, and not some of them are not trying to take responsibility.
Okay.
Sure, because when you're talking about government, who's the government? We are part.
We are part of the
We are
government.
part of God. Sure, we are part. So who is the government? Okay. You see, the youth should not solely depend on government. They should think of something. They should think of something because there are a lot of opportunities around us. A lot of opportunity. They should look around. They should look within themselves what they can offer. Because you see, for you to make it is about solving problems. I get it. To thrive in business, business is solving problem. I get it. Solve a problem. For me to sell food, for you to buy, it means I have a problem of hunger, and I'm solving it by doing what?
Selling
Giving you food. So they should look at the need, the community which they are. They should look at what the community need. When they get to know the need of the community, when they solve it, it become a business. I get it. So we should seek for ideas than relying on people. Because when you get a job will not last. Tomorrow you can lose it. You can lose it. You have to get something doing permanent work that you can ensure business for yourself and your family. Because you see, it when it like this one. Okay, my dad was working with somebody, and they said, "No, I can't be working here forever. Let me start something on my own." Here we are. You understand? So they have to also take it from that step. And then by so doing, they also create jobs for themselves and other people. Do not depend on anybody again. So you say we are waiting for the government. We are not. Remember that you are not the only person.
That
Sure, you are not the only
waiting
youth.
on the
Look at the population of. I get it. So I think we must also do something. So when you take a step, you get a push. Somebody might come when you take the step and you go to people. I've started this and there's some push. People will come in. Oh wow, this thing. I think we should help you. We should push you. By the time we realize, yeah.
So what has been that one regrettable moment for Pastor Shadrach
One
all through
regret.
this journey?
Regret. Will I even remember? I'm a type. I've gone through a lot of I've had a lot of experiences in life, and I don't normally weep over them and think over them because in every experience there are lessons. I get it. So can't talk about
Perhaps a youth
one.
might be going similar and think everybody isn't on his side or her side.
Mhm.
Sharing one or two experience might make them have a change of mind and also to drop that baggage and then look at the future and then keep moving.
So the regrettable experience.
One one
Um,
to share with us.
okay, I think let me put it there. One of the regrettable experiences when I was coming up, there was no mentor,
Okay.
somebody to mentor me.
To mentor.
Yeah, I didn't.
That
I
was in
didn't
ministry.
sure in ministry.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get anybody to mentor me, so I was doing things the way you think is right because those times mentor this thing it wasn't there for me. I didn't know much about it. So there were certain mistakes I committed, certain things I did, and certain things I said, certain things I taught around that time. I wouldn't have. It's because a mentor is a coach. It's not done this way. Cristiano Ronaldo is skillful. Messi to his body have somebody who coaches them.
them what to do, what
Do
not
this
to do on
way.
the field.
So certain mistakes. So don't say that me I'm youth. I know everything. We are in a social media era. If I want, I don't know. You need somebody to be talking to, so that person who can talk to you. Somebody must speak into your life. Somebody must speak over your life. I get to direct you that go this way, do this thing, don't go this way. Because Bible said that in the multitude of counselors there is safety. Safety. It is your own safety we are talking about over here. So that is why let me say that in the beginning, I thank God along the way I met one powerful mentor who has been my father up to now, Reverend Nicholas Odo of Fountain Odoe of Fountain Hill University. I get it here. The founder also of Music and Arts Foundation is doing a lot, training a lot of people. And see, the thing this man has really shaped my life. And I will not forget my bishop, Bishop SMS, Bishop SMS,
That's
Gospel Church International, our president. He really impacted my life, and he's still doing up to now because he's a person who will push you. He will push you. He will tell you where you are. Don't make it a comfort zone. Make it a starting point. Keep going after every success. Launch another vision after every success, so that you don't become satisfied with
what you have.
No. Because every now and then things are changing. Some time ago, the phones were very big.
Yeah.
Some time ago, you need PC to do a lot of things. But now, you can do everything from your phone. People shoot movies with their phone and all sort of things. There are changes. So, as he said in Nakan, Emery Dania, Dana Danibi. So, you have to tell me. So, all these people coming into my life, they really shaped my life. They challenge me every given time. We are thinking of the next thing to do. The next thing to do. We don't celebrate the past victory for long. We celebrate one or two, just move on to another. So, that's really helped.
We'll go into your medley very soon. But give us a few achievements Pastor Shadrach has chalked as, I mean, walking through this journey from ministry to teaching. What are some achievements that are notable that we can attribute to Pastor Shadrach?
All right. To the glory of God over the years, God has used me to impact the life of many. Like I said, they were like those days. I don't know whether that trend is still there. Those days when I was a Sunday school child, I can both feel no.
Yeah.
You are nobody. You just go entertain in songs and tell the Bible stories and just
run
go.
home.
Sure, and go home.
Yeah.
Those days. But I see, I picked up these Sunday school children, shaped them, prayer, the word, fasting and prayer. I remember 6 years people were fasting.
6 years.
6 years they were fasting.
I mean,
Six.
You fasted for a period of 6 years, or
No, I'm talking about at age six.
Age six.
At
Okay.
age six, they
were
started fasting
Wow.
and praying, reciting the word of God. I get it. We started as a singing ministry, but we made a youth ministry because we're doing more than singing. We're going for retreat. So for so many years, we're not celebrating Christmas. Not because we don't want to, but that was the only time we can get to, because they are students. Okay, when it comes to long vac, we go for vacation classes, and there were a lot of camp meetings around the long vac session. A lot of camp meetings, and the Easter breaks are normally short periods. So we sacrifice the December because it's a big sacrifice. When you can see chicken, you can see goat, fried rice, jollof rice, the brown rice, all the rices, and you ignore
You
them,
know
that you
them
are going to
coming
fast.
fast.
I get it. It was a big and a
A
huge
big one.
sacrifice we were making. And you have children at the age of 6, they were fasting. And by so doing, they were built spiritually. And they were many of them are pastors today.
Wow.
Many
Those
of them.
kids that you raise
I'm
at
telling
that
you,
stage.
many of them are pastors today, all over the
Can name a
place.
few.
Many of them are pastors. I can talk about Pastor Isaac Aposa of Christian Evangel, Pastor Abraham Akufo, ICGC assistant pastor over here. Even Pastor Davis passed through voted,
Pastor Davis.
but not
Okay.
not as a young
Okay.
like that, but in his about let me say, yeah, about 10 years ago or something. Yeah, and I have the likes of he uses this name is Pastor Joseph, but on Facebook he uses Ajobo.
Ajobo.
He normally use Ajobo. I get it. All these people have passed through and they are pastors, and a lot of them are musicians and they are singing. They're making it part with the likes of Okon Checheku, Mr. York, and the rest. I get it. So anytime I see them, it gives me joy that I was able. The last time I went to one of them, their church, they hosted the program, and I was introducing him and I said he went to school, he was learning Bible school, and they were talking about eschatology. And I realized that when he was in JHS, I taught them eschatology long time. And it was like, Child, this man has really helped me. I remember one day I taught them purpose statement, how to prepare a purpose statement that has to do with your vision statement, your mission statement, and your value statement. And they went to one of the guys went to school, Lagos, and they were asked to do something like that. Most of the guys didn't have an idea about it. He was so happy he has been taught, and he did it. And when he said the lecture, so he said, "Wow!" And he called me and said, "Pastor, thank you for this thing that you imparted." Because when I presented it, my lecturer was asking me where I learned it from, and I was telling him. So you see, one thing about church is not only do we go and pray and
About
take offering,
biblical stuff.
and just take offering from them, we shape the lives of people. So by the grace of God, a lot of lives have been shaped. And one thing too that I can call an achievement is that by then it was very difficult from churches to mingle, to come together, enjoy, and let's say that yeah. But Vote started this thing because Vote was not denominational. We are having people from Apostolic, we have people from Catholic. We were not discriminating because it's about the body of Christ. Catholics were there, Presbyterians were there, Methodists were there, Charismatics were there, Pentecostals were there, and the other ones that you know of, all of us were. When they come, we make them to understand that we are one in Christ, and we don't discriminate. That really helped because those days it was very difficult for me to do a program and invite you to my church, and we did this in Tamani Town. It broke the grounds. I remember our prayer grounds in Michael. Those years when we were praying over there, you can't just go there.
Yeah, I've had such an experience one time.
Wow.
At the park where you're praying. I think prayer goes before the music starts.
Mm-hmm.
Then later final prayer before you close. I've had that experience.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Sure.
Awesome.
Sure.
But let's go into your medley, your music medley. How did that inspiration come about to bring out this music, this song?
All right. Somewhere, this lockdown session for me, the lockdown has been a blessing to me. Seriously, it has been a blessing to my family, my ministry, and all of because when we were home, a lot of things were put in place. Because of ministry and the work.
That time.
We are a preacher, we are a motivational speaker, we are a musician. So every now and then I'm out going there. So it really helped me to put my family together, do a lot of things that is benefiting me today. So somewhere in the latter part of March, I had this inspiration that I should put some everything together. My main project is to be a single by the end of this year. I was looking at a single. Yes, I was looking at a single and an album.
Okay.
By the end of the year, for what we call a project. I called the project 2020. So it was a single. So I wanted to prepare for the single, but all of a sudden I just felt in my spirit that let me put these Ewe songs together because one thing too I realized that there are a lot of Ewe songs, but we don't see them like we hear the other language, especially the Akan, where any program can easily install. So I just had the inspiration, and one day to one of our online services, I was ministering some of these LS songs. Some of these songs, they are very powerful. So I remember that I had one or two LS songs. So I took one that
So these
medley.
medleys, your own songs.
The
Are they
first
your
two are
own
mine.
songs?
The
Okay.
first two are mine. The others are public domain. They are songs that are already in the
On the
system.
system.
Yeah, but the first two songs
Are your
are
songs.
yeah.
I wish you could give us a quick acapella of those your own. I mean your own songs.
Okay.
A quick one to just let viewers know that okay, this is what he is talking about, not other song perhaps.
Okay. All right. To start with, it has to do. He said he's alive forevermore.
He's alive for
Uh,
that's what the okay. That's the
Our God,
translation.
sure, I'm translating. He's alive forevermore. Our God is not dead. Call on him and will answer. Call on him and will answer. Yeah. And the second one has to do with that. He's a living God. He does everything. So believe in him that he will do it. I get it. So goes with Nyama wa no sinu Yeko ato Yeko ato Yeko ato Nawo Yeko ato Yeko ato Yeko ato Nawo Enyemawu Bagbe Ewanu sianu Ewanu sianu Hoese Enyemawu Bagbe Ewanu sianu Ewanu sianu Hoese.
I wish I could learn it quickly
Ah,
and join you.
you have to learn it. I made it simple for everybody. I have
Yeah.
the subtitles over there.
Okay.
The lyrics are there and
Everything.
the interpretation, so that at
Everybody
least
can
because
easily-
I'm not looking at audios, my target audience are not audios. Everybody, because you see, the title of the song is Mokoko How. Mokoko How means that songs of hope. Hope. We are living in the time people need hope more than anything. They need hope because if you don't hold, a lot of people are holding on to hope. That's why they are surviving. Had it not been that, a lot of I'm sure.
have just
So
gone
they
out
are
of
songs
the
of hope. So written them in the English and I remember when it was premiered. Some of my friends who don't understand they are just happy for the fact that
There's a translation.
sure and that was ministering to them. Sure.
It's been awesome. But your final words to a youth out there who is hoping to rise and become that youth that the society will be looking up to. I mean, be a rising youth in this community or his locality. What will be your motivational words to this youth?
All right. What I would like to tell the youth is that they shouldn't easily give up, and also they shouldn't also look up to somebody to raise them up. They should take steps. They should dream. They should have a vision. They should have a dream and take steps. And God will increase them. Now, what happens to you is that many at times as youth, they try to shut you up. Shut up.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Don't do this.
Don't do
that.
Go there. Some of these things, like look at what I was told. It's not like a gentle talk. Oh, you can't sing, leave. Oh, they say, hello, Shadrach, you can't sing, well, go. They say, my friend, you're not good at alto, you're not good at soprano, you're not good at tenor, leave here.
Just shut you down.
And in the presence of almost about 50 other students, and some of them were laughing. So me moving out of the room, out, tensed. I have to go out. But growing up, I learned a lesson. I told myself, I'm a spring. The more you press me, the more you just leave me. When you leave me, I will bounce. Boom. So you can't press me and keep me there. I'm a spring. I get it. And I also tell myself, I am a seed. When you think you are putting me in the ground for you to bury me, it's a lie. I will germinate. Okay, so let's have this mind. By all means, people will push you down. By all means, people will discourage you. But never get discouraged. The only person that can make you to fail in life is you. When you are discouraged,
you say that again.
The only person that can make you fail in life is you. When you are discouraged, you lose. Bible says that do not lose your confidence. That comes with great reward. I get it. When we read the book of Hebrews chapter 10, verse 38, do not lose your confidence. That comes with great reward. So when you lose your confidence, you lost everything. Because the Bible says it comes with what? A reward. It's not just a reward, it's great reward. So you have to be confident. You have to be confident. When you fall once, it doesn't mean that's the end. When a child wants to learn how to walk, The child falls several times, but they end up learning how to walk and end up running. I get it. So take it that you are a child. What is a child in this context? You are a beginner. So you're a child. As a child, as a beginner, you will fall. No child has started working without falling. So when you're a child, you're a beginner. So let's say that business, you're a child in that business. So that means learning how to work, you will fall. You don't say I tried and it didn't work now. No, no, no. You have to keep trying. You have to keep trying. Because it will get to a time when you begin to persist. You achieve.
Pastor Kwabla, I believe with all this that we've said, someone out there would love to get in touch with you,
Okay.
get invite you to their programs, get to have you on their bills to motivate them or speak to them.
Okay.
How can they reach you if you can
All
share
right.
your contact?
If you want to reach me, you can reach me on 055 8075 685.
Okay.
055 8075 685.
You can contact Pastor King Shadrach or anytime. He's a motivational speaker, a pastor, a father, educationist. Anywhere you wanted him to come into it. He's a counselor as well, and he's going to be available for you. It's been a wonderful discussion with Pastor King Shadrach, and if not for anything, I keep saying this all the time that with every discussion or sorry, every conversation that we have with our personalities, if you don't remember anything, at least pick a nugget to be able to walk this life with. And on today's discussion or today's conversation, if not for anything, do not forget that when you take that first move, there is a God to magnify that step for you.
Sure.
If you take that step, God will magnify it for you. Don't always sit and wait for people. And one last thing that he just said that has moved me so much. Once you are a beginner, or as long as you are a beginner, or let me put it this way, as long as you are alive, you will fall. But when you fall, let it be a starting point for you to bounce back.
Sure.
Be a spring. The more you press a spring down, the more it bounces up.
Yeah.
The more you press a calabash into water, the more it springs forth back. Be a rising youth in your community. Push hard and don't be reluctant. Don't sit back. Try the little that you can try your hands on, and tomorrow you're gonna build it big. And on this note, we say thank you to our personality of the week. Thank you so much, Pastor King Kwabla, for doing us this honor. We are grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you too for the opportunity.
Thank you. And thank you too for watching and being here with us. It's been a wonderful conversation, and we believe that you've been motivated to rise up and do much. But don't forget that this show is brought to you by Oyas Fast Food. Oyas Fast Food is inside Kumasi Ameko. Catering Bespoke is inside Tama Community 25. Patido Beauty Salon is in Kumasi, and Kakigraphy is in Tema. You can consult them for any of their services and they will be there to serve you. And until we meet next week for another conversation, I've been your host and my name is Tete Monte Albert. You can call me Grandpa, and it's bye for now. I believe in you. You believe in me. We believe in each other. I believe in you. You believe in